Hey guys, and welcome to my next reaction to The Walking Dead. So as I said, I think repeatedly after the last reaction, I loved the last episode. I feel like the way that it did end very, very suddenly. But the way that it ended, I feel like we're just gonna pick right back up where we left off, which makes me very excited because at the end of that episode, I just wanted to see what happened. So, or what happened next. So I'm very, very excited. Let's get into it.
The shipment?
We're searching floor by floor. The residents haven't been very cooperative.
These people have regressed into God knows what. It's like getting mad at a rat that can't tell right from wrong.
Yeah, well, a small taste of some law and order will help them remember.
That's one way to put it.
Anything else about home?
Not exactly.
Dixon, joining us today?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Noon at the diner?
It's a day.
Hey. Just really living up to that stereotype.
I mean, I liked him before.
Espinosa and Dixon, I want you on Sector D.
Oh,
Any
good.
questions?
They're teaming up.
But when I'm around the routers, my heart rate actually goes down. Dixon's seen it.
Oh yeah. It's good stuff.
Yeah, Daryl's gonna have very little patience with him. Oh boy.
Hey, Dixon!
One more step. You die. You first.
There we go. There we go. I
Help.
kind of like her though.
How are
So
you?
Her name is Maggie.
Jesus.
okay, we're just gonna work. Everybody's gonna lower. Everybody lower. Oh, Lydia.
Hey, kiddo.
What are you doing here?
We live here.
He said,
So what now?
"Babe,
They
right?"
have a good girl.
Uh.
No, they don't.
I wasn't sure you'd made it. I almost didn't.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh, goodness.
You want 4 of us to take all that out?
You aren't gonna take him out. You're gonna go through them. He also kept cash in it. Lots of it. And that is what I need you to get from me.
Cash.
All right, look, my bitch mother has cut off my line of credit, so I need to come up with creative ways to support my lifestyle. Now, there's a solar generator in the garage that you go through.
No, we ain't doing it.
Yes, you are. And you are gonna get me my cash.
They are really trying to make this kid the most unlikable character on The Walking Dead. Like,
Hey, how are your kids doing? Your little one, he just jumped 2 grades, right? And then Coco, is she walking?
You threaten our kids one more time.
Good. Hey, who said anything about hurting kids?
We do this and that's it.
Yeah, totally.
Daryl's patience is running very thin with you, and it's okay. Very thin.
Can't be more than a few days since they turned.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Commonwealth Army.
Okay, I'm so sorry. The money isn't here, but I'm the only one who's left.
He's done this before.
Oh
Please.
God.
I was in debt. And then one day a man showed up at my door and he said he could get me out of it. I have 2 kids. And then the 2 guys that I was with, they turned on each other.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I left because that's what everyone needed.
How'd you find them? And your... What shooting you?
Yeah. What?
It's crazy, right?
They just want to swallow up other communities. They're like the Whisperers. They just wear different masks.
Huh. That's a good line.
Oh, shit.
What's oh shit? What's oh shit?
Sit and stay. I found a truck on the perimeter. Kid hiding inside. Did you see a kid? Affirmative.
little baby Herschel! No! Oh no!
12 weeks, give or take.
Maggie's son.
What? If anything happens to him,
It'll have to happen to me first.
Oh, okay.
he's in good hands. He's in the hands of the man who killed his father. He doesn't need to forget. He hasn't.
Yeah.
My mom told me to stay away from you.
Mom was a very smart lady.
Why doesn't she like you? Are you a bad man?
I was. Look, kid,
Oh! Oh, 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 oh!
My mom told me a bad man killed my dad. It was you, wasn't it?
Wow, really putting everything together. Smart kid.
Kid, what I took away from you and your mom, there is nothing I can say or do that is gonna make that better. And I know you want to pull that trigger, and I don't blame you. Maybe I deserve to die for what I did to your dad, to your family. These people here, they don't.
Oh. Oh, Herschel. Oh, that was really sad. Not pulling trigger. He's his dad's son. Okay, okay, I'm good, I'm good. Wow.
All right, we're coming in.
Okay, okay.
What is that?
Oh, great. This is what we need. This is really what we need.
Second cut the power to second board.
Oh my god. I love Rosita. I love her. She knows how to do everything. Is there something that she doesn't know how to do? We haven't seen it. Okay, well, she just smashed it there. You know. Hey, it was still effective. Holy shit.
You didn't show up for lunch, so I got worse.
Huh. There you go, Carol.
Came here to steal some money.
You're okay. You're okay. Don't scream. No. Oh my god.
It's that goddamn priest again. Let's go!
Oh, no.
Enough of this shit!
You've had enough of this shit?
What are you even thinking? Turning me on the Commonwealth for what?
Woo!
All troopers up to the roof now! Commander needs assistance!
Oh, shit!
Look, things just got a little out of hand.
We all just need to take a breath, right?
No.
Listen, we just need to talk things.
Oh! Okay, Aaron. Okay. That's just karma. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's not. Oh, yep, this is not pleasant.
Could use your help back there. Yeah, looks like it. We don't answer to you.
How many others did you send in before them?
I don't know, 30, maybe 40. Hey, at least we're coming home with stuff.
Oh! Uh-huh.
There they are. So? I am so glad that we're friends again.
Yeah. Friends, oh, you're gonna die horribly at some point, and just, oh, I don't know who I want to kill him. There's options. We have options, people.
Did they get it?
Yeah.
Finally.
Why did you send the other people?
This place works because everyone plays their part.
No, it works
can't
for
or won't.
you.
It hurts everyone else.
Okay, here we go.
That's when the system breaks down. I knew you'd get it.
Yep, I think she gets it.
Sees the big picture. Not many can.
Uh-huh. You better watch out. You better watch out. Oh, look at that look. That look.
Come find me. And I promise you, we will settle it.
That's... okay.
It's only a matter of time before honesty comes from them.
Then we have to do something.
All this over some guns.
But if Ian didn't steal the weapons, who did?
Oh, we're gonna find out? I thought this would be a mystery for a little bit. Oh! Oh, great. Oh, great. I don't even know what that means. Alright, but, oh great. I feel like these episodes kind of almost felt like a two-parter. They weren't really, but they almost felt like it. I have so much to say. I really genuinely, as a villain, and I have to say this, as, or an antagonist, however you want to label it, Toby, I mean, he was great. I mean, he was unhinged. Crazy. But he was very entertaining. I kind of love when they have these characters that they're only around for like 1 or 2 episodes. They were very kind of short-lived on the show, but what an impact. I loved that it was Aaron that got to chuck him off the side by shooting him. But still, I mean, you know, I love that. Loved that. It was so funny in the last reaction. I learn stuff about myself all the time. Listen, let me tell you something. In these shows, in any show that I watch, but in, you know, specifically The Walking Dead, there's a lot of, as I've said, complex characters that, you know, there's not a lot of, there's a lot of gray areas when it comes to characters, and I understand that there's a lot of channels out there that, particularly reaction channels, that kind of pick their favorites, and they tend to be kind of harsh against the other characters. And I try my best throughout The Walking Dead to, even if maybe somebody's not my favorite character or not somebody that I personally love, I still try to see their side and talk about things from their perspective and be a bit fair to characters and not try to just write people off. Unless you come for Aaron, then I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm just kidding. I really, oh my God, in the last reaction, when he was having a gun at Aaron's face, but he shot like, and he was out of bullets, but I was like, excuse me, sir, die. Like, that was my reaction. You know, you learn things about yourself. And I'm very protective and defensive of Aaron. Let me tell you that. Okay. I really I loved that portion of this episode. I loved the dynamic between these groups. There's so much to unpack with seeing Negan again, seeing where he's gone. And he absolutely had a point where he was kind of saying, like, he said, you know, I left for the benefit of everybody. That's fairly true. I loved the dynamic, or kind of, I don't think the scenes were exactly back to back, but the two scenes of, oh God, I forgetting, Annie? Is that her name? I could be wrong. I don't know. The scene between her and Maggie kind of trying to cope with the fact that, you know, Negan's kind of moved on, and, you know, it's got to be a little bit of a, like, it brings you back up a little bit. Oh, you know, when you hear that the person who murdered your husband and took away your child's father, you know, is, you know, now kind of married and has his own family. And it's, I love the exploration into how Maggie copes with that and how she sort of, you know, she has had times where, you know, especially everything with the Reapers, that she had to actually rely on Negan and actually asked his advice. It has to be in, like, Maggie's head when it comes to it. It has to be this weird internal struggle, because I think logically, on paper, she understands that he is changed, or that he is in a point in his life where he's trying to do better, right? He's not trying, he's, and I don't even think Negan really thinks that he could be, like, fully redeemed or anything like that, but I think she knows that he's trying, right? And on paper, logically, okay, that registers. However, there's no way to remove the pain and trauma that has been caused. And the, you know, I think it has to be insanely difficult, you know, to see Herschel, to raise Herschel, without Glenn. And to see what they've had to go through together. You know, Herschel has seen some shit. I mean, we've seen that. He's not a sheltered kid behind the Commonwealth walls or anything like that. You know, he's seen stuff. And there's just no way to remove the fact that if Glenn was there, it would be probably different. I mean, Glenn was one of a kind, you know, in my opinion. I think a lot of people's opinion. And his loss was a loss. It was a loss. So I know that's hard. And I think Lauren does an impeccable job of portraying that she kind of has this internal struggle. And I think it's easier when she's not faced with Negan right there. So, oh God, I think it's going to be... Well, I mean, we saw that when she left, right? She had to... She wanted, she wants nothing, I think nothing more than to like respect at the time Rick's wishes, Michonne's, and she understands that on paper, but it's just so hard to just be allies with this man. She kind of keeps getting sort of forced into situations, not forced, but you know what I mean. With him and just keeps getting confronted with it. And anyway, the point of me saying that was I think Lauren does a really impeccable job of showing that struggle that she has all the time with that. And the scene between Herschel and Negan, I felt so bad for Herschel. He was breaking my heart. Absolutely breaking my heart. I mean, you just feel so bad that he's had to deal with all of this at a young age. And the way he put it all together, he was like, oh, so you killed my dad. Ah, got it. I was like, okay. Kids can be smart. Kids can be smart, let me tell you. And I think probably the way, I think he's been with his mom in some very bad situations before. We've heard some horrific situations that they've like gone through, whatever. And he probably recognizes they've probably encountered a few bad people, right? But he probably recognizes it's like a whole nother level with Negan. The way that his mom's body language, how she acts, how she's extra, He's not dumb. And that was a really interesting interaction as well. And it's heartbreaking. To me, it's sad. Herschel pulls out that gun and it just made me sad. I like that he didn't shoot. I like that he has because I don't want whatever that would do to him. I don't. That really broke my heart. I'm not kidding. Some other things, obviously, this whole thing with Sebastian. Okay, can we talk about Mr. Sebastian? Sebastian. I love that, for the most part, except for maybe the random person who's really living for Sebastian, I love how Sebastian is kind of uniting the Walking Dead fandom. Sometimes the Walking Dead fandom can be very, very, very toxic place. It's not the most fun all the time. I gotta say, sometimes it's everybody, it has their favorites, and it's like a daily war sometimes, in the fandom. Let me tell you, I love that we have a character that's uniting us all in pure hatred. Pure hatred. We love it. Congratulations, Sebastian. The actor's doing a phenomenal job. Love him. But like, come on, Sebastian, stand up, like, you're really doing the most uniting us all. I love that. Because we just want to watch him die, right? Like, for the most part, and it's been a while since I've gotten that, like, real, like, I want to watch him die terribly. I don't really know who I want to kill. I don't really want him to die by, like, walkers. The being torn apart is horrific, and probably what he deserves. I'm kind of going a little back, Rosita is a candidate. I'm going a little back and forth with Daryl and Mercer, Mercer's had to deal with Sebastian shit longer. We just haven't seen it. So maybe I'm leaning more towards Mercer being the one that just gets him. But I don't know that they would. Maybe he'll just die of his own stupidity. Or ego. Probably more ego. Anyway, I just wanted to say that we love a character that's really uniting us all together. It's beautiful. Oh God, what else do I I love the way they're handling the Commonwealth, because you see certain things about the Commonwealth, and you see kind of this image that they want to put out there and portray. And we've seen little inklings of they're not all they're cracked up to be, sort of, you know what I'm saying, type of situation. And to see what happened just to get Sebastian some cash. How many people died? All of the... Now, it's becoming a little more evident that there are, there is a class system, and there are people in power that are abusing it. I assume various people in power that are abusing it. And that's the thing when you have somebody in a lot more power than anybody else. I always kind of liked the way that Alexandria worked. That there was like a council of leaders, right, for a bit. And that was great, I felt, because there were so many situations where they were like, maybe not everybody agreed on what they needed to do or whatever, but they all talked it out. And there's a trust and a love between these characters by surviving together. So in some regards, it's kind of nice to be part of a smaller community where you have that trust. There's almost got to be, particularly with like Daryl and Rosita, obviously they trust each other no matter what, right? Like we've seen that. But with Daryl and Rosita specifically, I feel like they would rather be in the shittiest situation or a terrible battle or, things that they have survived with the people of, Alexandria, with this group that we followed, fighting side by side with them, fighting the Whisperers, whatever it is, right? Then going into maybe having to take out a few walkers with some of these people that they really don't know if they can trust. It's really interesting dynamic. But, obviously with a community that big, having a leader, having some sort of structure, sure. But are there elections, or is Pamela just forever the leader? I'm just wondering. How is this? How? Mm-hmm. And I have so many questions still. I love exploring the Commonwealth and the people there. And And I think they're doing a really good job. I say this, I think they're doing a really good job of exploring the Commonwealth and this storyline and showing maybe the not so great parts of this place, right? But also putting a good focus on the characters that we love and have followed for so long. That's the only thing that I think I had a little bit of like apprehension going into these episodes, because I was like, as much as I'm interested in the Commonwealth, I find it all very interesting and all of that, I didn't want all of that to take away from some of our favorite characters that we followed for years and years and years in the final season of the show. Does that make sense? So I like that they are doing it through the lens of, you know, like Daryl and Rosita, Carol with Lance, Aaron and Gabriel with all this bullshit, you know, like I actually like that they're doing that. There are a few characters that I feel like we could focus on a little bit more. And hopefully we will. But I did want to say that. I think they're doing a decent job with the pacing of that, if that makes sense. This was a great episode. It was great. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And I think I'm going to be okay. We've got, 2 more episodes in this part? I think I'm going to be okay for these episodes. I think when we come back for the 3rd part, I'm just going to be like, just... because I know there's a 3rd part. So I feel comforted right now. But I think that's going to be where I'm just going to be really kind of emotional going into like every reaction, because we're getting closer and closer to the end. And I realize that there's spin-offs that have been announced, and you guys know that I'm just sitting here, I've been sitting here waiting, well, not here, because I moved, but like I've been sitting somewhere waiting for the Rick movies forever. It feels like forever. It hasn't been forever, but it feels like forever. Doesn't it feel like forever? Oh, it feels like forever. And, you know, because you guys know how I feel about Rick. You guys know. You guys know. You think I'm defensive of Aaron. You know what I mean? Oh, and that's just... I know that there's other things, but for this main show, I'm gonna miss it. And I love that these 2 episodes, I don't know if any of you guys felt this way, but like these 2 episodes really gave me like an old school Walking Dead vibe. I don't know. I loved them. I love them so much. I love these characters so much. I love this show so much. That's all I want to say. Anyway. Ugh. I loved it. All right. If you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I would really appreciate it. But if not, I am just happy that you are here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.